Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma ba'd. Habatu fillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says fi kitabi al-kareem after A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alif lam mim. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says fi kitab al-kareem Alif lam mim. Here's a book that contains no doubt, and it's a hudan lil muttaqeen. Alladhina yu'minuna bil ghayb, those who believe in the unseen. Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullahi alayhi rahmatan wasi'ah, he says, wa asli man huwa iman bil ghayb. كما قال تعالى ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب. والغيب الذي يؤمن به ما أخبرت به الرسل من الأمور العامة. So Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, he says, the asl of Iman, the root of Iman, is Iman in the unseen. This is the root. As Allah the Almighty says, Alif Lam Mim, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Alif Lam Mim, here's a book that contains no doubt. It is a guidance for the muttaqeen. الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ, those who believe in the unseen. And he says, وَالْغَيْبِ, the ghayb, the unseen, الَّذِي يُؤْمِن بِهِ, that must be believed in, is what the messengers have told us about. From the general matters, أمور العامة, ويدخل في ذلك الإيمان بالله وأسمائه وصفاته وملائكته والجنة والنار. And he said, and also what enters into this is the iman, or the faith that we have in Allah, in His divine names and attributes, in the angels, in paradise, and the hellfire. فالإيمان بالله وبرسله وباليوم الآخر يتضمن إيمان بالغيب. So iman, or faith in Allah and His messengers and the day of judgment, it includes faith in the unseen. فإن الوصف الرسالة هو من الغيب. The whole description of the message is dealing with the unseen. وتفصيل ذلك هو إيمان بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسوله واليوم الآخر. And the details of it is the pillars of Iman, such as Iman billah, faith in Allah, in His angels, in His books, in His messenger, in the day of judgment. كما ذكر الله تعالى في قوله, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions, ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وملائكته وكتابه والنبيين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, في كتابه المبين, however, piety is believing in Allah, the day of judgment, the angels, and the books, and the Nabiyeen, the prophets, عليهم أفضل صلاة والسلام. وقال ومن يكفر بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسوله واليوم الآخر فقد ضل ضلالا بعيدا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says in the Quran, and whoever disbelieves in Allah and the angels and the books and the messengers and the day of judgment, then they have been misguided, the full misguidance. Ba'id, they're so far off the path. So this shows that Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah is highlighting for us the importance of understanding and knowing that knowledge of the unseen is not something you're just going to deduce. It's not something you're just going to infer, because as many of the scholars mention, and as we know from experience, that the unseen, it requires having faith in the messenger and faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that this faith, you may not experience it through your senses. You don't see the angels. You don't smell the jinn. You don't taste the hellfire. But those things you believe in, even though that you don't experience it through your senses. And this is the affair of Iman and faith, in which all of us have bi'idhnillah ta'ala. حياكم الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.